We're here today and we are planning what we're going to be doing for the next few weeks. So because it's winter and everything's kind of dormant, although brambles never seem to be fully dormant, we're just going to have a walk round and see where we're going to put the fence and how it will work.
I think the fence will probably start in the corner of the building there and then come to here. So then we can incorporate the low wall here. What do you think? And then let's step through. And so yeah, somewhere about here.
So start here. Or,
yeah. Well, we'll need to put a gate over there. Yeah.
Will we put the fence across here then, or will we start it from here so it goes just down?
Oh, okay. No, that's a better idea actually.
Because then we don't have a weird dog leg. We don't need that.
Yeah.
The kids don't need that.
We want to keep the kids. This is primarily to keep kids and hello, and you. Hey, chop chops. Can we say hello? To keep everyone contained.
Then that'll be a straight line down there, won't it?
Okay, so go for it then.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so round the back here, I guess we can use the wall again as the starting point, and then don't know. Right, so down through here, and are we just going to make it this bit straight down there again?
I think so. Yeah, we did have kind of ideas of like getting rid of all these little trees here and stuff, but I don't know. I do remember the day that I did this clearance. I remember sending you a text message like saying, I just made a great big brown stain. It made me feel really sad.
It is hard. It's sad because, you know, and
you fall in love
you
with...
see the sort of secret garden type thing. But actually, when you get in here and you see what's here, I mean, most of the foliage that was here, like this, is just pure brambles, and you can't live in a house or use a garden that's full of brambles. So
although we did get 16 jars of blackberry jam out of the brambles.
And that was brilliant.
It was. So maybe we should leave those brambles there.
Well, we'll get some brambles, but we probably don't need 16 jars every year.
I don't know. My tummy says differently.
Well, what we really need is just this enclosure. So if we make it this kind of rectangle down here, we can leave this for now and we can come back to it next year and see where we stand. Because we will be putting trees in. We'll be putting in specimen trees and hopefully fruit trees.
I've been obsessed with monkey puzzle trees.
And you're obsessed with monkey puzzle trees.
I am obsessed with them. Since I was a kid, I loved them.
And I think you also want a giant redwood or something.
Yeah. The sequoia, are they called?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because
I'm not sure about the ecology of putting a Canadian redwood in a French garden, but hey, we'll look into it.
Well, here's the thing. The whole mountainside or hillside is not self-seeded, or some of it isn't. Like I've flown drones up here for a few months now, and I can see like perfect lines of trees. So at some point, someone planted these.
Well, this was an industrial valley. This didn't look like this 100 years ago, I'm sure.
No,
It was all,
no.
it's all scarred with quarry, where they've been quarrying rocks and granite and stuff. So, you know, although we go, it's such a natural beauty, it changes over the years. It's gone back to nature, and thank God, but you know.
Hang on, honey. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can. That was a European eagle flying overhead.
Need to mic it.
Yeah, I don't know how I get a microphone on an eagle. European or North American. I don't think that's possible.
I think it's also sort of, it shows that this wasn't like necessarily a beautiful garden.
No.
Here it's all concrete, and we think there was a huge mill here, and this was the foundations of it. So
yeah, we're waiting for the beginning of next month, beginning of April, where the local town has like a historical society meet, and I really hope I'm going to be able to drag our French teacher along, and because I want to ask, I think I've got like a million questions I want to ask them, and I don't want to get any of it wrong, like because I don't understand all of it. So yes.
I think the thing is though, as long as we make contact with them, we can hopefully then communicate with them, whether it's by our school French or if we email them about things. So anyway, we hope we'll find out some information, because so far we haven't really been able to find a lot of detail out. But anyway, if we can get rid of all this concrete, then we can make this a beautiful garden, because you know the brambles and stuff were covering up a multitude of sins here.
It's bonkers. It's so industrial. It's crazy. It's going to take a lot of work. We knew this. I will admit, I wasn't expecting there to be this much metal and plastic kind of buried here. As you can see, there is tons and tons and tons of it. It's everywhere. But it kind of looks a bit worse than it is. I bunched everything into a big pile here the day.
Keep telling ourselves that. It looks worse than it is. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be all right.
It's kind of, I did it to kind of go, look at all this lovely room that I've made. But then it's like, kind of pushed wood up in with soil. Yeah. It's definitely a learning curve with the digger. Today, well, for the rest of this week and next week.
For the rest of our lives.
The big plan is to get this all kind of separated out, and then graded.
We got to clear this and get the fence up, and we're sort of trying to do it all before April, when spring really will spring.
Yes.
Spring. And so that's the plan, and then we'll put some hopefully meadow seed down and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's going to take years for it to kind of recover back, but at least it'll be somewhere where we can sort of drag out a chair, maybe sit and have a cup of tea, and the kids can hang out. We'd have to make a landscape plan the same way that we make an architectural plan, because it's such a big garden. We're going to have to, you know, think about it carefully and work out what trees go where, and maybe we'll put a tree in that we do want and let that establish itself before we take down the tree we don't want. And you know, it's just all that kind of planning. You know, doing the garden is probably as complicated as doing the house in some ways. So it'll take a lot of thought and organising.
Here we go. That's going to be our house one day. Really can't wait. I really can't wait. So there's a bit of hoarding. So there's the other entrance that we had to cover up, because we're getting a few people coming in and helping themselves to a few bits and bobs. So hopefully, well, I don't know, it's been a while. That hasn't happened since, has it?
Yeah, it's all good. Once.
We put signs up as per you guys' suggestions.
We've got surveillance.
Yeah, surveillance cameras, got a couple of trail cams, which haven't really activated yet, have they? So we haven't really seen anything.
I think it was just, people were so used to coming in and out at will and graffitiing. I think people hanging out. Now that we've got signs up and they know someone's actually trying to take care of the property, then yeah, none of that's happened. We live in a really lovely area, so it's just an anomaly. It's one of those things.
Yep. From all the way up through here, we're going to keep the fence a couple of meters away from the edge of the race, all the way through, well, pretty much to where I stopped with the digger.
Yeah, I think so. Where this trunk is here.
Yeah.
It's a good marker.
We'll take you guys down. I don't think we've ever shown.
If we just take it to here and then back to where the well is.
Yep, 2 seconds. I'm going to very, very slowly bring us around.
And I think that will do it.
Yeah.
And then we'll just leave that wild for this year and let the birdies do their thing. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It might. I could probably grade that bit, and we could have like a larger section here. That's really like a low-hanging fruit. All we've got to do is level that out, and yeah, that would just allow a bit more room there.
Okay. But I mean, that's quite a big space for.
It is a big space for kids and dogs,
well,
but
especially when you think about how big a space they had to play with in our house in London.
It's true. So now that we have taken bits and bobs away, we can see the remnants of what would have been a bridge here. On the other side, you can just see those 2 indentations. Most likely 2 really great big bits of oak that we came across from there. And it looks like they spanned, don't drop your camera, Rich, into there. So then, honey, what do you reckon? Shall we show everybody the boundary?
Yeah, why don't we walk up here and show them the peninsula?
Mm-hmm.
And they might get a shot of La Roche up there.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You pick your moments, puppy.
That's what he thinks of this.
In a previous video that we've already sent out, I mentioned that the river, or stream, as some of you guys call it, I call it a river, splits into 2. Here is the point where that happens.
What is that? Is it plastic? Looks like a triffid.
Hang on, let me see if I can focus on it. Do you know what I first... Come on, Rich. I first thought it was like a bird egg or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought for a minute.
But no, that's alive.
What is it?
I do not know. Answers in the comments, please. There we go.
Put that back. There we go. Here we are. So, this is where the race meets the river. Again, there's some kind of sluice gate or something here. Chopper's quite keen to get in.
The river comes down here. I've seen water going over here when the river was at its highest point a few months ago. There's this little rock outcrop here, and that wall there forms the boundary on that side of the race. One thing I can tell you is that Helen hasn't been on that side, and you guys haven't seen it, but just in here, I'm going to move the camera to maybe you can see the darker patch of ivy. That's actually a terrace that's built, and that goes all the way down to the set of steps that leads up to the road. That is, well, prime, I don't know, like veg garden territory. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what it's. If it's a terrace, it might all be patio, not patio, but like.
No, it's not. There's no patio on there.
Right, it's just dirt,
yeah.
is it?
Yeah. But,
maybe, I don't know. It depends how much sun it gets, I guess. Again, these
well,
are the things you've got to live with to understand what you get and where it'll work. But yeah, that wall, look, the bottom of it looks like there's not much under that bit.
No. There's quite a few bits like that that need a bit of attendance, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. What's the mantra of this place going to be?
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be all right in the end.
Yeah.
I think that's always been my mantra. It continues to be.
Yep. Can you see it now?
I can see it, yeah, and I can see.
So this is all man-made wall through here.
Yeah.
And you go up there. Focus, please. And then up there, there's two terraces basically.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah. I can't get the machine up there.
No.
So that's going to be a case of getting the hand tools in there. A donkey. Yeah, maybe. So I think that's it, isn't it?
I think so.
Have we covered everything?
I think so. I think we've made the plan for our enclosed area.
The beautiful thing about plans is that you can spend 29 minutes talking about them.
And not doing them. All right.
Right, well, yeah, see you later. I don't think you've seen my beautiful face. Here I am.
I think they've seen it quite a lot.
They have seen it a lot, but this is, 2023, March 2023.
Okay, hairy.
With the extended belly version of Richie. So we had a really good Christmas. French food is amazing. I can't stop eating cheese.
Never had a bad cake.
And bread. But I must do because, I can't see my feet anymore. Not without kind of peering over the edge of something, over the edge of a cliff. Anyway, love you all. Bye.